Hey yo guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I want to go talk about a potentially really big Best Buy leak that we got sent on over to me. So I want to go talk about that. That also ties into the Best Buy restocking dates / potential dates, etc, etc. So there is a lot of good stuff for us to be on the lookout for in terms of dates, in terms of actual information, in terms of actual potential restock for the Best Buy very soon. So I'm really hyped up to actually go and show you guys all this and speculate on it and talk about it as well. So thank you guys all so much for clicking on the video itself in the first place. If you guys like these types of leaks and all these types of videos, definitely leave a like on the video if you guys would like. We always are giving away a PS5 as of right now. We'll actually be having a few sponsors on the channel in the next few days, and they're going to put that sponsor money towards actually paying for the actual PlayStation for you guys. So if that's okay with you guys, and if you guys see those sponsors up there, hope you guys will support them up just so I can hook up someone with a nice little console. As well, we always have the Amazon link. Amazon's very much overdue, so definitely go and check on the actual Amazon link, or in terms of if there's any micro restocks or actual refunds and stuff like that. Always worth checking down below the Twitter and Twitch stream. If you guys would like to say hi and hang out there, you guys are always welcome to, especially the Twitter. Definitely follow the Twitter. I try my best to give you guys any restock news or just general life stuff. As well, we have the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys can do that throughout the videos if you guys even want, and you guys go and get a bunch of free money. You guys get free stocks. Could just sell it all if you guys want to, or buy into the Amazon, GameStop, whatever you guys want to. As well, we also have the Coinbase. You guys buy $100 worth of any crypto, and you guys go get free Bitcoin as well. So like I said, we have a little bit of an employee leak, which kind of actually has a chance for us to get some information on over here. I'll show you guys that up in a second. But the first thing when it comes to actual Best Buy, and while we keep on thinking there's going to be a Best Buy drop very soon, we also made some videos on this the past few days where I kind of touched on this, is that Best Buy itself actually has had a few live chat leaks. We've seen quite a few people go and talk with live chat with Best Buy, and a lot of them even on the past Thursday and Friday kept on saying, hey, we're going to be having a restock very soon, better than the usual, you know, like, we'll let you know when the supplier goes and gives us stock, blah blah. That happens a lot with all these live chat people, live chat folk, so that's always a big, I guess, big plus. We've also seen a few people throughout the weekend, and always of course take live chat people with a grain of salt, because they don't always fully know 100% of all the information available when it comes to actual stocks and restocks, etc. So, but we also have been seeing more of them kind of hyping up a stock very soon. We also don't know the specific day on as of yet, but we are seeing a lot more information coming on out. And as I mentioned, we've also been seeing stuff on the live chat. People have been saying some stuff with the warehouse actually having some stock available. These are all, unless I can see like 100% proof, it's kind of like sometimes like but that's why I'm going to show you guys what we saw, like that we got sent to us as well in a second. So we have been seeing lots of the build up in terms of drops. We did also see Target last week have 2 major restocking drops, which to me is insanely big because, well, you know, that's just a back-to-back major retailer giving people actual stock, and it's just great because that just means that so many people actually have a chance to go and get their consoles. That to me is like the whole purpose of my channel right now, but we have been working in some other little videos too as well. I hope you guys have been enjoying those too, but as of right now, we're still trying our best to get all you guys consoles, so that's why I always tell you guys to subscribe, or for the giveaway, if you guys still want to get one, give one to a friend, a parent, or whatever, all that good stuff. So I'm going to show you guys up here in the first place. I'm going to show you guys the DM I got over here too as well from, I believe, a Best Buy employee. So they actually went and sent us up some actual updates. I don't want to show the name just in case. I don't want you to get fired or yelled at. If you want me to give me like some better proper clout, I always can. I know who you are, set up in the DM, so thank you so much for even sending this up to me in the first place as well. But like I said, I'm trying to hide a little bit more of the sensitive information so you don't actually end up getting fired. I try to reverse image too as well to make sure there's no cap or anything, so I didn't see anything, so we can go with this. So basically they said, hey, I got some Best Buy updates. We can't look up stock on the PS5 consoles alone anymore, which would make sense. I've been seeing a lot more. You have to be more of a manager to be able to go and look at some of the inventory for all more so on the other major retailers like the Walmart, Targets, etc. So managers have access, sometimes more just kind of casual people don't, and typically managers are probably less likely to go and leak out information, more so because they probably want to keep their job, etc. You know, so it happens. But apparently there's a workaround on a bundle, which I found this. So basically, if you want to look at the normal consoles like the disc and digital, PS5s or Xboxes or whatever, you can't. But what we actually saw up on this, I more so kind of zoomed out into the actual, like, just so nothing gets shown, like all this stuff, so that like doesn't get like leaked or if there's something whatever here. But we actually saw this in the picture itself, and this is all for the PlayStation. All the PlayStation information was over here. When it comes to this, we saw a few very intriguing things on over here. So if you guys can see, I know it's a little bit blurry. Just bear with it. Put on the glasses. Apparently, for all the inventory for this, it had open box 0, unavailable. I believe it's a 6. On hand, there was numbers available too as well, and in transit, I believe that's also a 3. I could double check in a second, but I believe that's a 6 and a 3. And then DC's available on hand. This is the big one here, boys. This full... Oh, I almost said the bad word. That's how excited I am for this. This is like the really big one right here because this is available on hand 14 actual Best Buys themselves right here, consoles in transit right here, boys. So this, instead of us just having, you know, live chat leaks or people talking about live chats, we now finally had an employee, which major shout outs to you. You know who you are. If you want me to give you like better thank yous, I can, but just in terms of your job, I don't want you getting fired or anything like that. But when it comes to all this, we do see stock available on hand, which typically means it's either in the store or in the warehouse area itself. So that means like basically the warehouse has the stock allocated for it. That's kind of how Best Buy did their previous drops, where Best Buy basically had it where they had stock available, but it more so went from the warehouse itself, like the stock warehouse, to the actual store itself. So then you just picked it up either that day or like later on that week, depending on where your area was, how much stock was there, etc., etc. Sometimes I think even the bundles were more delayed because they also had games. So sometimes if the games got sold out, there is issues with the bundles, etc., etc. So overall, in terms of all the stock here, this is looking pretty big because we saw all the other Target drops as we've been following all of that, and a lot of them have been kind of more on the bigger end, around like the 10 to 15 range. So I think this is pretty much almost showcasing that Best Buy is probably going to have a drop very, 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 very soon, just because they see the stock. They do have stuff in transit though. So that's probably one of the bigger things to be on the lookout for. So that means it may be either like today, tomorrow, or if I had to guess, they did do a lot of drops up on Thursday, so maybe want to be a little bit on the extra lookout for that, because Thursday did kind of seem like the money day when it came to all the drops and drop information. For the last 2 drops on Best Buy were 2 Thursdays back to back with a Friday mixed on in. So, but it also could be a little bit earlier too as well. So we can I guess we can kind of go and see in just terms of availability and how they get it. Like I said, that more the in-transit one's the harder one, because that means that, like, what if you had a lot of stock in New York and then they had to move it to California? So sometimes that does add the extra 1 to 3 day period. You also have to have the inventory. You have to manage the inventory. You have to look at the inventory. You have to go and like put the inventory in storage. You have to prep up the website. You have to prep up the actual employees. You may want to have some people working like overtime that day, etc., to go pick up the consoles. So all of this is kind of very big information to be on the lookout for. Now, do we fully know exactly when Best Buy is going to drop soon? I would think based on all this information, the live chat information, the Best Buy information, the leaks we're seeing right here, I'm going to probably go and say throughout this week, probably almost without a doubt, we'll have more information throughout the next few days if there's any delays or employee information or more leaks. If any of you guys do work at any of these places like the Targets, the Best Buys, Walmarts, or wherever, I always love seeing the information, so please go and send me a tweet, send me a Twitter message or whatever. If I'm ever awake too as well, go and follow up the Twitter. I'll try my best to give you guys restock details, or if I wake up and see stock, I try my best to tweet them out. I'm not the best at Twitter. I think I'm better at Twitch and YouTube, if in all honesty. That's why I like making these videos and rambling. But if you guys ever want to follow up the Twitter, for sure, I'll try my best to give you guys details if I do go and see stuff in general. But I think that's about it. I think this Best Buy build-up's looking good. We've seen lots of rumors. We've seen lots of speculations. We're seeing drop information now. We're seeing actual stock information too as well. So I'm very, very, very excited for this potential next Best Buy drop that will hopefully be happening very, very soon. Like I said, definitely want to be on the lookout throughout the middays. If you guys are ever curious on when Best Buy usually does drop, it's typically around, I don't know, it kind of seems a little bit more on the like early hours. So anything before usually around 1 p.m. EST in the earlier hours in general. So just be on the lookout for all of that. That always kind of seems like the bigger times to be just like, I don't know, just be aware of, be in general for, etc., etc. So always probably the best times to go be look around for that. On top of that, they do also have bundles. We've been seeing lots of different things when it comes to that. They have bundles. They have actually some pretty good bundles. I may even want to show them up here really quick. Let me see, Best Buy PS5. I can probably tell you guys which ones I usually recommend because I feel like I throw these up here on the videos themselves. But they do have some okay bundles going on. Here, I can show you guys as of right now. But basically, they have the normal consoles, which I believe you can still get. I know a lot of you guys want just the normal consoles. That's how I am. If you guys really had to get a bundle, I do think this bundle is a pretty good one right here because it's pretty well priced. And throughout your life cycle of your console, you're probably going to get another controller, or if you have friends over, or if any of you guys just do, I guess, I don't know, you have kids, you have a brother, sister, whatever, I do recommend it. Spider-Man was pretty good. I think this is actually a really good bundle too as well, because the price point's good, you have a game to play when you get the console, etc. Some of these are not so good as well, unless you know you're going to be playing them. This Call of Duty is getting a little bit more dated. Demon Souls, if you like those styles of games, it's worth it. If you don't, it's okay. Spider-Man was very good, I played that. The digital ones, these are pretty good. The ones with the actual headphones, they're okay. I don't know. Something like with the actual webcams, probably no too. I probably would not get these. These are always slightly overpriced. You're going to probably be able to go use them either way, so it's not the worst, but in my opinion, it's probably not the best to get these. If I had to go and say, just in my opinion, and of course the NBA one, if you guys like NBA, you guys get that, but definitely don't get the Cyberpunk one. If you guys can avoid this one, Cyberpunk's been selling for very, very cheap. Do not get this one if you guys can. Same with these headphone ones. You'll usually probably get better headphones. The PlayStation Store ones are okay-ish. Like, realistically, I mean, it's not too bad. Like, it's pretty much just on price. But, like, I'd rather just have the money. But if you had no other options, I mean, you're going to probably buy a game in the near future anyway, the Ratchet and Clanks or whatever. So, realistically, it's not the worst idea just to go get it. So, these are just kind of the overall bundles I would recommend. If you guys also can, too, sometimes it is worth it to save it into your actual thing itself. Because if you guys go and save it, you basically have a chance to have it just directly go into your actual thing in general. So basically just makes it for the next checkout on the next wave a little bit easier. I'm going to keep on thinking that all these are going to be hopefully easier to get as time keeps on going on. There's more and more drops going on as well. So just be on the lookout, be aware. If you guys do see any Best Buy drops, just be on top of it. I think there's for sure going to be stock very soon, and we know they have stock. We don't know the specific date, so I'll definitely keep you guys updated on the channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on the channel, or just be subscribed for the PS5 giveaway as well. There's always a chance, so might as well do it. It takes one click. Leave a like if you guys enjoy these videos. Thank you very much once again for the leak. I don't want to show your information unless you want me to, so you can let me know in the next video. I don't mind giving you some love. As well, on top of that, too, be on the lookout for Best Buy boys. This is looking good. It's looking juicy. I'm very excited about it. Can't wait to go and do it. And as well, leave a like on this video. Check out Amazon, link down below. Follow the Twitter and the Twitch stream and say hi if you guys would ever like to, especially the Twitter for Restock news for sure, or just overall game news or whatever. On top of that, too, we do have the Weeble. To sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, even just as you're watching some of these videos, and you guys go get like $25 for free in stocks. And then same thing too as well with Coinbase. You guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go get free stuff as well. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys later on. We have some good news, and I'm very excited. Can't wait to make some more videos all throughout today as well. Check out the Amazon video from earlier on today too as well if you guys made it this far. If you guys all enjoyed, I'll see you guys in the next one.